Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, YouTube family and friends. How are you guys doing? I want to welcome you guys back, and I'm welcoming myself back. Shoot, I've been gone, y'all. I've been gone. I've been busy. Y'all know, like I said, I have Bob's Boutique, my little online boutique, and I've been working on that. Plus, working my job, my regular job. Then I get orders, so I have to come home and, work on orders and just get orders and stuff together, y'all. So I've been gone for a minute. I've been gone, but I missed you guys so much. I be trying to find time to come in and do these videos, y'all, but I be tired. I be tired, y'all. And y'all don't mind my hair, y'all, because it's still nappy, y'all. I still haven't gotten it retwisted. Anyway, but y'all, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank y'all for tuning in to visit my channel. Thank y'all very much. So, y'all know if you've already subscribed, y'all already know. I want to thank y'all from the bottom of my heart. And also, y'all already know. Just like the content. Like the content, y'all. Y'all share the content. You never know who it might help. Okay? This could be your family. It could be my family. It could be one of your close friends, families, relatives, or whatever, So y'all just like it and y'all share the content. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, y'all, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Y'all better hit that subscribe button. Y'all hit the like button. Y'all hit the notification bell. And also, y'all, if you have a comment, y'all comment in the comment section down below. Okay? So, and and y'all share it. Because, for those of you who have not subscribed already, once you subscribe, y'all share these contents because you never know who it may help, y'all. Okay, so y'all, I want to thank y'all so much for subscribing to my channel. Y'all just don't know. Y'all, I told y'all when I hit 350, we was going to celebrate. So what I would not keep y'all waiting no longer. Y'all, we celebrating. Yahoo! Hey, let me stand up for y'all. Yahoo! Hey! Let's celebrate, y'all. Hey! What? And your laughter's too. We're gonna celebrate and party with you. Hey! Okay, y'all. So we partied a little bit. I'm partying because for my 350 subscribers, and not even just 350, y'all. I have 351 subscribers so far. So that was our celebration. Oh, Lord, I'm tired. Y'all see, I need to gain a little. Lose. Oh, Lord, please don't let me gain no more weight. Y'all see, I need to lose a little weight. Y'all remember a couple of months ago, I said I was doing a little water diet. Lord, y'all, I made it 4 days, and that was it. And that way, I know I could do it because I did it for 4 days. And if I could do it for 4 days, y'all, I could do it for a little longer. So anyway, I'm going to try it again. Y'all going to know about it. I'm going to try it again. Whew, let me catch my breath. Oh, Lord, this hair is just not giving nothing. Not giving nothing, y'all. But tried to make it look good with the little makeup. Trying to make the hair look better with the little makeup and the lipstick, y'all. Okay, so anyway, y'all, today's story gonna be about Kiana Griffin, Derrell Brown, and also Shalita Shalita Barber Bay. I think I'm saying that right, y'all. I think I'm saying it right. But anyway, y'all, so what happened, this story is coming out of Grand Rapids. So there was a 911 call to the Grand Rapids Police Department. And this was on March 13, 2019, y'all. This 911 call was made by 25-year-old Kiana Griffin. Kiana Griffin called 911. Her and her auntie and her grandmother, they were living in the house together. So the auntie, her name was Shaletta Barber Bay. She was dating this guy by the name of Derrell Brown. So Kiana called the 911, called 911 Grand Rapids Police and let them know, can y'all come and help me? Can y'all come and help me? This guy is trying to kill me. He's already killed my auntie. And now he's trying to kill me. So she was whispering in the phone. So they were trying to get, a clear understanding of what Kiana was saying. So finally, they realized what she was saying. They sent the police out to the address that Kiana gave them. But when they came out, y'all, they the house was quiet. The police looking through the windows and they don't see anything going on inside the house. And and it was just quiet and, nothing seemed like it was out of place. So they leave, and this was like 10 o'clock in the morning, like 10 a.m. in the morning. Okay, so 3 hours later, they get another call. Same address. And this time, they were told that, there were bodies and no one was breathing, no one was moving. That was sad, so sad. So the family actually think that they should have broken the door down, which I think they should have broken in the house as well. Because for one, she said, someone's trying to kill me. He's already killed my auntie. So why would they just come there and think everything is quiet? If she says someone is trying to kill me, by the time y'all make it there, which was 7 minutes later, by the time y'all made it there, because it's peaceful and quiet, that's because he had probably already did what he came to do. So yeah, they just leave. She said, my auntie, he's already killed my auntie. And then y'all saying that y'all didn't have a reason to break in the door. Why not? Why not? If she says someone's trying to kill me now, like the family say, it was peaceful and quiet because maybe she was tied up. Maybe, anything could have happened. They just came there and peeked through the windows and, they didn't even act like they was concerned about what was going on. And then when they say the police dispatched back to the police department and say, can y'all please see if you could call and get an answer because it's quiet here. So they call, and then the dispatcher says back, no one answered. That should have, raised the red flag to the police then. Why wouldn't nobody answer? You need to go in and find out why nobody answered. But anyway, y'all, so that was 2019. Okay, so when the police did come, they did find 2 deceased bodies there, which was 25-year-old Kiana Griffin's body, and then Shalita Barber Bay. I hope I'm saying her last name right, Barber Bay, which Barber Bay was Shalita's auntie. Okay, so that was March 13, 2019. So on July the 11th, y'all, at the same household, which, okay, so the grandmother also lived at that same address. But the grandmother, Kiana's grandmother, she left at 8 o'clock that morning. So I'm glad she left, because if she had been there, it would have been a third body. It would have been a third body being found. So on July the 11th, 2020, there was a house fire. Now, I don't clearly understand this, y'all, and I watched like 7 stories of this case, y'all. I watched like 7 different stories. So they say on July the 11th, 2020, which was a year later, the house caught on fire. The house caught on fire from them doing the vigil, when they lighten the candles, the vigil, however you pronounce that word. When they lighten the candles and leave the candles all around the house, there was candles, the people constantly came and lit up candles for Kiana and Charlita, because they got murdered at that address. So they left the candles there. Now, they say the house caught on fire because there were candles left at from the vigil. How did the candles, get the house on fire? I don't understand it, because I'm sure the people ain't just come and put the candles on the people's porch or whatever. I really didn't understand that part. Now, the way I look at it, and this is just my opinion, and from what I'm, looking at, they haven't found the guy who killed Kiana and her auntie yet, which was the auntie's boyfriend. I'm gonna get into that, y'all, but they haven't found him yet. So I'm actually thinking that he could have did it. You know what I'm saying? They ain't found him yet. It's been 3 years, and he's still on the run. So in 2020, he murdered Kiana and Charlita in 2019. This house caught on fire in July of 2020. He was still on the run. They don't know where he got family everywhere, all over the United States. You know what I'm saying? They named like 5 states where he has family at. So, my opinion, I'm thinking he could have did it. You know what I'm saying? With one of the candles or whatever. That's just my take on it. That's how I'm looking at it, like he did. But yeah. So also, y'all, so we got, okay, so then he also had, so anyway, this guy, he never had a job. Him and Kiana, they didn't get along. The auntie's niece, they did not get along because she didn't like him. She didn't like him. He didn't have a of He was living off of her auntie for the last 2 years, and he was just living off of her auntie. Her auntie was like a sweet, quiet, timid young lady who had never had a boyfriend doing school, never had a boyfriend through middle school, high school, or none of that, like regular girls, because she was very shy and quiet and timid, and just had a peaceful spirit, a quiet, peaceful spirit. So he fed off of that. Derrell Brown. He fed off of that. So, and she was liking it because she had never had a boyfriend. So whatever little time, whatever little attention he was showing her, she was loving it. She was loving it. And this man was just eating away off of it. So he was living there. So that's what him and Kiana never got along, because she knew that he was using her auntie. Okay, y'all. So in 2005, okay, so the family, first of all, they thought that he was just a quiet, because they say he was very quiet. They never would have expected this to happen because he was so quiet. I hate this little piece of hair that's just sticking out. So the family said that he was very quiet. He didn't talk much. He didn't do much, you know what I'm saying? As far as they know, he was a nice guy, you know, and they knew him all. They didn't know much about him, you know what I'm saying? Shaletta didn't know nothing about him either. So none of the family knew about him. And but all they knew that he was quiet. You know, he never talked much. He didn't do much of nothing. You know, they never suspected that. They never saw this coming. They didn't know much about him. They only knew that his name was Jay. You know, they called him Jay. Or, you know, that's basically all they knew. They didn't know much about him. And that's what I'm saying, ladies. Y'all got to get to know these men. Y'all got to get to know their family. You know, you just can't meet them and be like, oh, this is a nice guy, you know, and just deal with it. You know what I'm saying? And just deal with whatever is coming. No, y'all got to get to know these people, see how they treat their family, see how they treat the women in their family. You know, sometimes it's different, and they might show you some, you know, something else, you know, but y'all got to know more. You got to know more about these people. So anyway, in 2005, y'all, he had this girlfriend, and he was abusive to her, whatever, and she reported him to the police. And when she reported him, he was like he was beating on her. He was doing out, you know, just doing the most to her. Let me tell y'all some of the things that he did. She said he tied her up. She said he was kicking her. He was stomping her. He poured lighter fluid all over her. She said he was punching her. He was pacing back and forwards. You know, she said he felt like she was being disrespectful toward him and she was talking back to him. So he did all of these things to her. She shared a child with him. She shared a son. She shared a son with him. And so he did all of these things. He was, you know, punching her. She said he kept punching her over and over and over. She was hollering, screaming or whatever. So he gagged her, you know, he gagged her mouth. And let me tell y'all what else he did to her. So anyway, with all of these charges that she did, y'all, when the police asked her to press charges on him or whatever, you know, she did. And then she went back and she dropped some because she said she don't want to see him in prison because prison is not what he needs. She's still in love with him and she don't want him in prison because prison is not going to get him the help he needs. Well, with him being out on the streets, baby, that's not giving him the help he needs either. You should have went on and pressed charges on him and maybe the other people would be alive today, you know, and you wouldn't have probably beat some more after that had you to let him went on and got arrested if you had not stopped your charges. So she said he was pacing back and forwards. This is from the police, y'all. She said he was like pacing the floor. And I can't read everything, y'all, because I only got bits and pieces of it because I couldn't screenshot, you know, everything. But she said he was pacing back and forth, was walking around, making himself angrier, you know, and talking to himself or whatever, and kept telling her to shut up, crying. And she said every time he walked past, he would hit her. And he just kept hitting. She said he hit me in my head, he hit me in my back. He peed on her from her head, and she said the urine dripped down. The police asked her what happened after he urinated on you. She said he was going around the house looking for other things to hurt me with, I guess. She said he found a candle and he lit the candle and he waited till there was some wax and he poured it all on me and just let me sit there. Where did he pour it on you specifically? The police asked. She said, I felt it all on my back. And then there was some that, I don't know, I couldn't get the rest. But anyway, this was just some of the things. But then she didn't want the police to arrest him, you know, because she said she's still in love with him. And by him going to prison, that's not going to help him. Do you think him not being in prison was going to help him? He ain't locked up in no home or nothing, you know what I'm saying? Nowhere else that could help him. Prison might not would have helped him, but he sure would have been getting what he deserved from doing all of that to you. And it probably would have stopped him from being able to do that to someone else, because this was in 2005 that he did this to. He was arrested again in 2006 for another domestic charge with another girlfriend of his. So that's what I'm saying. These people, they be chameleons. They showing you one side of them, which they really is, you know, they're really crazy. They only showing you what they want you to see. Let me show y'all what his name is. What his name is, y'all. Look what his name is. I hope y'all can see it. Look what his middle name is. Derrell Brown. But he has lots of alias names, y'all. He has lots of alias names. He uses Derrell Brown, Derrell Robinson. Demon. That's really demon. And that's what the hell he is. That is what he is. And he's still out, y'all. This is 2022. And this man is still out. These people, 3rd year anniversary is coming up March 13th, which is next month. And this man is still out. He is still out and about on the streets. Is there anything else I wanted to say before I let y'all hear the video? Let me see. So like I said, that they when Kiana called, y'all, it was like 10 a.m. in the morning. And that's when the police came and they left. They got a call back 3 hours later, after 1 p.m. Sometime after 1. So there's a $25,000 reward out on Derrell Brown or Derrell Robinson, or, you know, when y'all hear this news article, y'all gonna hear he has like 5. Oh, I don't even know if I got that one, but anyway, y'all, he has like 5 or 6 alias, they say, because I listened to like about 7 stories about him, and he has different aliases. But y'all better just look at the picture and focus on the picture, because he got family everywhere, and evidently they're helping him from state to state. So y'all better just look at this face careful, so that you won't run into him and let him smooth talk you, and y'all be in a relationship with him, and you end up dead. I hate to say that word, but you end up deceased, or you end up in a critical condition like his baby mom in 2005. This man poured high wax all over her body, and then lit a candle and lit the couch on fire where he had her tied up at. The couch was on fire, y'all. But y'all just be careful who y'all date, okay? Be careful who y'all date. Y'all gonna hear what first of all, this is Kiana right here on this side, y'all. And this is her auntie, Shaletta. I hope y'all can see the pictures good. That's Kiana Griffin and her auntie, Shaletta. This is Derrell Brown or Derrell Robinson. Derrell Demon Brown, Derrell Demon Robinson, and Derrell or whatever else aliases he may be using, but it's always Demon. Demon is always his middle name, which is Demon. And that's what the hell he is, a demon. Y'all better keep their face, especially in the Atlanta area, because they say he may be in Atlanta. Okay, so let me let y'all hear the news article. Oh, shoot.
He's one of the most wanted men in America, accused of killing 2 women in the Grand Rapids home that he shared with them.
Derrell Brown is still out there, likely hiding in plain sight, nearly 3 years after the horrific double murder on Sheldon Avenue.
Tonight, for the first time, Target 8 investigator Susan Samples takes us inside the case, revealing the evidence, the timeline of that terrible day, and the terrified whispers of one of his victims in her final moments.
It's been 3 years since a killer gunned down 2 women inside their home here on Sheldon Southeast. That house is gone now, bulldozed after fire tore through it, a fire fueled by the heartbreak that came before.
9:02 a.m. the call came in.
911 emergency.
The first arriving companies found a heavy volume of fire in the front of the house. There was no one standing out front, yet there was cars in the driveway. So it was a bad sign right from the start. The first person I found was the grandmother, and then after that, the child. They tried to get out, but were unable to. That was caused by candles that were part of a vigil the night before. They were left burning. The house was the scene of a previous crime.
Wednesday, March 13, 2019. 10:29 and 25 seconds.
Emergency. Hello? Okay, where are you located? I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Are you able to tell me where you're located? Are you at a... Okay, I got Sheldon. What's your number?
553, hurry, please, hurry.
553 Sheldon. Okay, can you tell me what's going on there?
Just hurry up, please, open the door. Hurry up, please.
Okay, ma'am, I'll start the police that way. Can you tell me what your name is?
The 911 call ended seconds later and the police response began. The Grand Rapids officers who arrived on scene that morning had no way of knowing their actions over the next few minutes would soon come under intense scrutiny.
Suspicious conditions. There was no whispering.
I'm sorry, y'all. I had the phone all over the camera. What happened? It's not even finished.
This call looked interesting.
Okay, you want to join the fun?
I'm trying to kill her.
One of the officers wondered if the 911 caller had mental health issues. 7 minutes and 41 seconds after the 911 call ended, 3 Grand Rapids police officers knocked on the door at 553 Sheldon Southeast. 4 times they knocked, tried the doorknob, but found it locked.
1817, try to call back.
1878, that was no answer.
I'm trying to find numbers. Seems like it's empty. You can see it. It looks like a little dining room or something there. It's empty.
There's nothing on back here.
It is painful to watch with hindsight's benefit. Likely painful, too, was the moment these officers, who'd left the scene hours before, heard a familiar address.
553 Sheldon Avenue Southeast. For female there not breathing, caller said a lot of blood.
hours after that first desperate plea.
Can you tell me what your name is?
A second frantic 911 call.
911 emergency.
I'm a 556 child. My sister's not home.
Kiana Griffin, who had just turned 25, had known she was going to die.
Can you tell me what's going on there?
Sorry, young lady.
It was a friend who found her body on the floor of an upstairs bedroom and yelled for Kiana's brother.
I need you to tell me if she's breathing. Watch her chest.
Oh, no.
She had been shot at least 4 times, once in the face.
Oh, my Lord, please, my sister.
In another bedroom, police found Kiana's aunt lying under a blanket, an iPad still playing, propped up by a pillow beside her. Under the bed, police discovered a blood-stained roll of duct tape. Sherlita Baber-Bay had been shot in the back of the head. The 2 women lived at the home with its owner, Jacqueline Baber-Bay, who would later die in the house fire, and Sherlita's live-in boyfriend, unaccounted for after the murders.
But this man blindsided all of us.
We spoke to the victim's family in 2020, gathered on that doomed front porch, candles in view. The family matriarch was still among them then, unaware of the second deadly tragedy that loomed. Jacqueline described her 47-year-old daughter, Sherlita, as her rock, a sweet, giving soul who had always been shy.
She didn't have any boyfriends really during high school, so this was her first, kind of someone who paid attention to her. And at first he seemed nice.
Jacqueline said the day of the murders began like any other.
I left the house at 8 o'clock in the morning. Everything was fine.
The family's focus for the 2020 interview, finding the killer and holding police accountable.
Yeah.
Someone calling you.
Yeah.
Someone is trying to kill me, and you won't knock down the door.
You don't know.
She could have been tied up in the house.
Anything.
It's quiet and the doors are locked.
Grand Rapids police and Kent County's prosecutor defended GRPD's response to Kiana's 911 call, explaining officers saw nothing at the house that gave them legal cause to break in.
When there's no blood, it's a shut-up house. The house is a very protected Fourth Amendment. They're very, you got to have some pretty good reasons to go in. And, there got to be something that drive them more than just a phone call.
They didn't care. They was here a minimum of 3 minutes, and it went on about the happy way. And then at 1 o'clock or so, you get another call
And the
to the
same
same house.
And the
Hey,
same
you come here now, you gotta bring my family out in body bags because you didn't care at 10 o'clock.
Police had given the killer a 3-hour head start, said the victim's family. Sherlita's boyfriend, Derrell Brown, had lived in the home on Sheldon for at least 2 years by then, but the family knew him only as Jay.
People knew him, but, knew he was there, but didn't really know much about him or anything like that. He was kind of a phantom.
But a phantom who left a very visible trail. In an alley behind the home on Sheldon, police said they found a hastily tossed box of ammunition with 8 rounds missing, and in a plastic bag, a 9mm pistol, later matched to rounds at the crime scene. Even as police searched for evidence, surveillance cameras caught sight of Brown on foot a mile north of the crime scene. Among his stops post-murder, the Grand Rapids Children's Museum. Watch as he walks with purpose to the front desk, reportedly telling workers he knew someone inside before exiting 12 minutes later. Soon after, it seems Derrell Brown vanished.
The unusual part about it is how he's been able to just completely disappear.
U.S. Marshals believe Brown fled the state and may be getting help from associates or family. We tried to ask them ourselves. I'm working on a story about Derrell Brown. Was hoping to talk to you about him. I'm sorry, what'd you say? Thank you. Derrell Brown, now 48, grew up in Grand Rapids, but U.S. Marshals say he also has relatives in Wisconsin, Arizona, Georgia, and Ohio. There's a $25,000 reward for information that leads directly to his arrest. Derrell Brown's family might not want to talk, but that wasn't true of everyone. Tomorrow night at 6, find out what Target 8 uncovered about the Jekyll and Hyde-like murder suspect, who U.S. Marshals say looks so unassuming he could literally be standing behind you in a grocery checkout line. In Grand Rapids, I'm Target 8 investigator.
He's one of the most wanted men in
So,
America,
yeah,
accused of killing
I hope y'all were able to hear everything. And see, I know I was moving, y'all, because I was trying to turn on my beautiful lights right here. I know I was moving. Y'all know this already, my little ghetto way of showing y'all. Wait. This already was my little ghetto way of letting y'all hear the news and see what's going on with it. But like I say, it's ghetto, but I'm going to make sure that you know and understand what's going on. I hope y'all was able to see it good, and I hope you were able to hear it. Now, he is not, Derrell Brown is not, they say right now, well, he is a person of interest, and y'all don't know how to talk. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. He is a person of interest. But they say they're not looking for him for the murders as of yet, but he will be charged right now with just the firearms that they found that was up under the house, along with the duct tape and, the 9mm pistol or whatever. But yeah, so what I wanted to also point out to you guys is the lady, Miss Jacqueline, the grandmother that I said left at 8 o'clock that morning, the lady that was doing the yelling or whatever, saying that her family was brought out in a body bag. She's the one that passed away in the fire, which was the following year, which was 2020. Miss Jacqueline Barber Bay. Her and her 5-year-old grandson died in that fire the following year after her daughter and her granddaughter was murdered in 2019. So, I have another article for you guys. Y'all keep in mind this face, though. Let me show y'all. Because just like they say, he's changing up so much that he could be standing right behind you in a grocery line and you wouldn't even know that it is Derrell Brown or Derrell Robinson, whatever alias he will be using at that time. Y'all keep in mind this face. I'll keep this face posted in mind. Okay? I'm telling y'all to remember. I might not even remember the man's face. But y'all keep in mind that face. Because he's like a chameleon. He changes up names, changes up looks. So here's the other article I want y'all to listen to. Hold on.
And a plea tonight from the family of 2 Grand Rapids women shot and killed in their home. It's been nearly 3 years since the double murder on Sheldon Avenue, yet their suspected killer remains on the run tonight.
But Target 8 investigator Susan Samples tells us that the victim's family has a message for the killer, the community, and the nation. Susan?
We continue tonight with our investigation into double murder suspect Derrell Brown, who he is, where he might be. But first, from the victim's family, a plea to the public to be vigilant. Brown could be anywhere. To Brown himself, the family says, "You will pay for what you did." They could not have sat here 3 years ago. Too raw was their grief over losing 47-year-old Sherlita Bay, a sweet and gentle soul, and her 25-year-old niece, big-hearted and bubbly, Kiana Griffin. But on this day, this family fought through it, wanted to see the first airing of the 911 call Kiana made 2 hours before her brother found her and Sherlita shot dead.
911
It is excruciating, but not talking about the loss boss, not speaking out is not an option, says this family, because the man police say murdered Anya Griffin's daughter and sister is still out there walking free 3 years later.
Someone knows something because he had to have help. It's not if he gets caught, but when he gets caught, he can't run forever.
He is 48-year-old Derrell Brown, Sherlita Bay's live-in boyfriend. And while no one liked that he did not have a job, the family said they saw no sign he was violent.
And some people say he was a little strange, he was a little different, but they said that about my sister too. She was quiet, she wasn't a social person. So just because you're quiet and you're a little different than everyone else doesn't mean that you're a murderer.
What the family did not know, others had witnessed Derrell Brown's violent side, though he hid it well.
Totally unassuming, totally mild-mannered.
Reverend Robert Dean believes it was a couple years before the murders that he spotted Brown rummaging through his church's dumpster, found out he was homeless, and let him live for several months in Dean's New Life Church of God in Christ, until one of Brown's girlfriends, not Sherlita, paid the pastor a visit.
She felt he was very nice, very mannerable, but there was that certain little element she was afraid of.
That's when Brown barged into the pastor's office.
I said, well, I was just talking about you. And he come, well, I forbid her to talk to males. Oh, no, you're not. I said, now, you sit down. I said, it's my office.
Dean said the woman opened her mouth to speak and Brown lunged toward her, prompting Dean to jump up to restrain him and order him to leave the church and never come back.
For me, it was almost like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
Court records document Brown's explosive violence toward women. In 2005, another woman, the mother of one of Brown's children, told police he thought she had gotten smart with him, so he tied her up with cords, kicked her in the face, gagged her, urinated on her, and doused her with lighter fluid. She escaped and later wanted the charges dropped because she said she still loved him, knew he needed help, and did not think he would get it in prison. Brown ultimately pleaded guilty to misdemeanor domestic violence.
My sister, she loved him. She had never had a boyfriend before.
Griffin said while Sherlita loved Brown, he and Kiana, who also lived in the home, did not get along.
They weren't fans of each other. And I think she wasn't a fan because, like I said, he wasn't working. And he probably wasn't a fan because he was like, oh, she's exposing me for who I really am.
Now, the family wants justice for Kiana and Sherlita and hopes someone will spot Brown and report it to the U.S. Marshals or 911.
Every day in my purse, I carry Kiana's high school diploma. Because, that's like her last and greatest accomplishment. There'll be no grandkids, This is not fair, that he's free and he shouldn't be.
U.S. Marshals think Derrell Brown fled the state after the murders and may be getting help from relatives. He has family here in Grand Rapids, Wisconsin, Arizona, Ohio, Georgia, and Pennsylvania. If you know anything about where he is, you're asked to call U.S. Marshals, Silent Observer, or 911.
In a plea tonight from the...
So, yeah, y'all. It's a lot going on with him. Now, this pastor let him stay in his church for several months. And when the girl he was dating come and talk to the pastor, and she tells him that, talking to him about what's going on with him, he want to come and run up to this pastor and tell this pastor that his girlfriend is not allowed to be talking to other males. First of all, I'm giving you a place to live. I'm letting you stay in my church, and you think you can come barging in my office and just tell me your girlfriend is not allowed to talk to me, and I'm giving you a roof over your head and making sure you have food to eat. And so that's just the other side of him. That's the other side of him that he had not shown the pastor. And that's what I'm saying. And like the girlfriend said, he had been good to her all up until he started showing her the other side of him. But that's how men do, And then his middle name is Demon. Once again, that's demon to me. And he was just showing his demon side. The demons can't hide alone, baby. They're not going to hide alone with that nice-ish, you know. They got to come out and show their real selves at some time or another. And just like I said, snakes sheds their skin to grow new skin. But they're still a snake. So, y'all ladies, y'all got to just pay attention to who you're dating, who you're sleeping with, you know. So, that's all I have for y'all for this video. Y'all stay tuned for my next video. So, thank y'all for subscribing to my channel. Y'all who's already subscribed, thank y'all very much from the bottom of my heart, from a genuine place in my heart. I want to thank y'all so much. My 351 of y'all. Thank y'all very much. Y'all like the content and y'all share it. Again, you never know. You know, when some people watch these, y'all don't know. They get to thinking. You know what I'm saying? And then they start remembering who they're with or who they sleep with, maybe showing all of these same signs. You know, and they may can get out of their relationship, or they may can leave, or you know, they may these stories can help somebody else, y'all. So y'all share them. Please share them. They could help somebody else. They may a bomb might go off in somebody else's mind. You know what I'm saying? When they watch these stories and stuff. So y'all share them. You never know who they may help. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Y'all hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified for any videos that I put up. If you have a comment, please comment in the comment section down below. Y'all please like these stories. Y'all share them. Y'all share them. Okay? So, until next time, bye. Okay? Y'all subscribe now. Subscribe. Bye.